All right, everybody, the very first thing I want to talk about is, of course, these wildfires that are going nuts in Los Angeles. Again, we're here, we're safe. The Thirsty Daddy and I are here. The fire's on the outskirts of the town, but I will tell you, like, Pasadena is kind of on fire right now. Glendale is kind of on fire. Pacific Palisades, which are like by Malibu, that's on fire. It's kind of been encroaching on us, but we're fine. We're going to be totally fine. If it gets to us, it's not going to be a great thing. LA's going to be gone, but productions have actually shut down too. I know like Fallout was supposed to start beginning, they're supposed to start shooting again for season 2, and then they actually postponed it. They pushed to Friday, but I feel like it'll probably be pushed further than that. And I know a lot of friends, like I know Dr. Odyssey's shooting, that got pushed. There's a lot of things that just shut down today because they're worried about, being safe. So we just got to be safe, take a breath. Screenings are canceled too. That Robbie Williams movie, they had a bunch of screenings happening here. They canceled that. We just got to be safe. We'll be okay. And what the hell is happening outside? The world's on fire. It really is. Also on fire, though, is Zendaya and Tom Holland, because their relationship's, going crazy. They are engaged. It's love. Tell me it's love. Yeah, they've been dating for a while, everybody. Spider-Man and Mary J here, MJ, finally put a ring on there, and they finally showed it off the Golden Globes. Everyone's going nuts about it. It was unofficial, official. Now it's official. And I know GR's excited about that $25,000 ring that she's wearing right now. But you know what? He's Spider-Man. He can put that ring on her too. And I'm excited for the both of them. They've been together for a long time, so good for them. But he's not retiring, guys. I can't believe he's retiring. Police love's in there for them. Unlike Gerber and Austin Butler, where they have officially broken up out there. They have broken up. If you know Gerber, if you know Austin Butler, of course, Gerber is the heir to the Gerber franchise, the Gerber baby stuff, and also Cindy Crawford's daughter. I worked with her on American Horror Story. She's a very nice person, really cool. She did a great job that season. It was fun working with her. And Austin Butler, I don't know, they were together for 3 years, and apparently it just was not meant to be. Who's engaged to who? I would say Zendaya's engaged to Tom Holland. Tom Holland's engaged to Zendaya. You can say which way you want to say, but they're together. They are Zendaya. I'll work on that. Hollandaise. We'll work on that.
Hollandaise. Would you like some Hollandaise on your toast, your biscuit?
That's pretty great. I'm sorry for Austin Butler
I wouldn't mind.
and Gerber. Hollandaise.
There we go.
But I'm sorry for these two. They've been together for 3 years. Pretty good, but unfortunately this happens a lot of times in Hollywood. I just say it gives Nikki Glaser more content when she comes back to host the Golden Globes, because again, she is coming back for the second time next year. Apparently she signed a 5-year contract here with the Golden Globes. There's a clause, but it did well, so they're bringing her back. And the Golden Globes had 9.3 million views, down by 2% though from last year. Last year, 9.5 million views, so down a little bit, but still doing great. She did an awesome job, if you ask me. She got paid a little bit over $400,000, and I said they're like that before. She's coming back with a raise next year. They said the 3rd year and the 5th year even bigger raise if she does 5 years in a row. Wild, but she's fun. It brought a little bit of fresh perspective to the Golden Globes, not so stuffy. It's always stuffy there, but I tell you, she likes to make fun of everybody, and an easy person to make fun of, especially for GR, is Meghan Markle. And Meghan Markle's back in the news one more time. We're talking about how her show's coming to Netflix, right? So we're not alone with this. GR was roasting her last week, but now Meghan McCain came forward and started roasting her too, and calling her so out of touch with the way the world is right now. She said she was a supporter of Meghan Markle. She was for a long time. She thought she was cool and stylish and refreshing, but then now, because what happened with this, how she treated the royal family, she said she disrespected the royal family. She's like, no, she's not that person anymore. She's so disconnected from reality, where we're at as a society. And said we're currently enraged and uncertainty, and right now you're going to put out this show about you making pastries with your friends and gardening. And she said, nobody likes you in the world. Nobody likes you. Just completely, you're utterly tone deaf at the moment, and that's why they don't like you. Meghan Markle, GR's favorite. GR would marry her in a heartbeat if he could, like that, right, GR? Right, like that?
Yeah, well, that fucking chance.
Come on, GR. She's in love with you, man. She's in love, and she can't stop. She's in love.
That picture makes her look better. Right?
You'll change your mind one day, GR. But they're saying that she's out of touch. But you know who else is currently out of touch these days? Is apparently Mel Brooks. Because Mel Brooks doesn't know anything about Star Wars anymore. We're doing a Spaceballs 2, which you talked about. Spaceball 2 is still coming. And Josh Gad has been involved in helping him write this, and he actually sat down with Mel Brooks when they first decided to do this, and Mel Brooks is like, you have to do all the Star Wars stuff, because I have no idea. So he actually sat down and started telling me more about where we're at Star Wars, so they could actually make the new script relevant to today's Star Wars community, which is great. But I'm like, Mel Brooks, whatever, you're making fun of it. I bet he's gonna put some great jokes in there with Josh Gad, and we're gonna love it. I can't wait for it. I just hope that Glenn Powell is not gonna star in it, guys, because Glenn Powell's everywhere, and I could see him being a younger version of somebody in here, or somebody's kid, and it'd be like, he has a Schwartz too. I don't want to see that, but he does have a first look deal for Universal. So, good for him. I will say, he brought his mom and his dad to the Golden Globes. Good for him. That's a stand-up thing. I would bring Marlene there in a heartbeat if I could, too. Roll her in there, get in there, Marlene. Let's go have a good time. So, good for him. But he just signed that first look deal with Universal, first production company, Barnstorm, and they're producing a lot more projects, and they're really happy about this. Universal put a whole press conference out there, whole press thing, saying, yes, we're going to do so many great projects with him now, and they're excited about his rising star, because he's doing everything. So, good for him. I think this is his first look deal, but it's not his last. And will Toy Story 5 be the end? That is my question, because we're getting another Toy Story, and we thought the fourth one was it. We kept saying we're done, but now Tim Allen's out there saying that this story is great. He's saying this is why it's happening. It's great. And he says he probably can't say much about it. Typically, Pixar says don't say anything. He goes, they didn't really tell me I couldn't say anything, but I'm going to tell you right now that Jesse's in trouble. Everybody has a lot of intrigue about Buzz Lightyear, and it's going to be a really cool thing going down. And he's read like the third, he's in the third act right now in the script, reading it. So not much details, but a little bit. So we know that, of course, Joan Cusack will probably be back if Jesse's there, because she played that character before. I hope it's good. Modern Star Trek parody is a modern Star. Yeah, it kind of is, William Buckhart, but we're talking about Star Wars parody. That's what Spaceballs is, a Star Wars parody. So I hope it's good. I really hope it's good. And I hope that, Toy Stories is great, because I know eventually we will have the last one coming. And The Last of Us is coming, everybody. Official release date, April in 2025. After all this time, we've been waiting to find out when Joel would come back, and we find out where this apocalyptic world's going to go down. And I'm excited about this. New teaser came out. Really didn't show much, but I love it. I love Last of Us first in season. I want the second season to be just as good. Hopefully it is. Honestly, Pedro Pascal's everywhere. At the end of the day, though, what can actually fix this whole apocalypse? I don't know. Maybe Jesus can, but I tell you, Andrew Garfield won't, because he's not Jesus. Andrew Garfield is not Jesus, everybody. And everyone's saying he's Jesus now. He's cast as Jesus, and Martin Scorsese's next movie, but he's not, okay? He's saying he's not, but do we believe Andrew Garfield? Because he always lies. I love him. He's an actor. Of course he's got to lie, because he's in a contract, but he lied about Spider-Man. You gotta lie. He's like, nobody believes me anymore. Of course they don't, because that Spider-Man thing was a massive lie, but you have to lie. Marvel will take your nuts in a vice and squeeze them if you tell anything about their plot details. And I think Martin Scorsese is not far behind, because he's done a lot of mobster movies, is all I'm saying. But a lot of breaking news, everybody. A lot of breaking news. And that does hurt. You don't get your nuts in a vice any day, right, GR? Unless they're...
God, that would be horrible.
No.
Did you say unless?
Unless they're holiday nuts, they're not your nuts.
Not even to marry Megan.
Let
him shine through. Let him shine through. Make it happen. Anyways, a lot of breaking news, everybody.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the Pepestar needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.